Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming Channel and Laysara Summit Kingdom, where yesterday we have completed our first city on the Talentop mountain peak. An absolutely amazing journey. I had so much fun balancing the economy out, learning the different production chain, trying to figure out how do I place my different industries and where and how do I transport the goods. Overall, there were many times where I almost lost the mission, but we managed to succeed in the end, and that was awesome. It's an awesome experience. I do recommend that you try out this game as well. Whether you wait for the full release or you try now in the early access, it doesn't matter. Whenever you want, try it. It is worth it if you like city builder games. But today we're going for a new mountain peak called Demon's Rest. It has very limited space with not much fertile ground for farming and requires careful planning. I'm very curious to see how much of the previous knowledge we will be able to apply here in order to have a smoother experience. It's still considered a good place to start, so one of these quote-unquote beginner scenarios. Talentop wasn't necessarily easy, but maybe in comparison to some of the other mountain peaks, this is considered, an easier situation. The vegetation zones for this map is balanced. Resource deposit, copper and rock crystals. Apparently we don't have salt and we don't have gold. We will be able to import salt, but we will not be able to import gold. So we will be able to import the end products, which use gold, like perfumes and ornaments. However, the perfumes, did they use gold? Don't remember. Ornaments definitely did. Either way, this will definitely be very expensive. And available to export utensils, fish, and smoked meat. We will have to import salt in order to make smoked meat. Overall, I don't know how we will balance the economy depending on how much space we have, but we're gonna work really hard at it. Some rivers, standard avalanches, all good. As far as difficulty goes, on this scenario I will still stay on Adept. A balanced experience requires some thinking but isn't too taxing. And maybe on the next ones we're gonna go with Professional, a bit more of a challenge. Veteran, from what I hear, is one of those difficulties. It's something which I saw from the developers on Discord, that this one is the least optimized as far as balance goes, because it is a bit more, you have to play at a very high level in order to balance some of this stuff out. And I guess players playing on veteran difficulty in the end will provide some feedback for the developers and help them balance the veteran difficulty out. But for now, we're gonna stay on Adept for this scenario. And here it is, a mountain where we can start to work towards raising a summit temple. Huh? What is that shape? It looks like a footprint of a giant animal. Maybe there were some enormous ancient creatures living here. Could you imagine? Maybe they were as huge as the mountains themselves and people were settling upon them. And what else? They gathered resources from the creatures' backs while they wandered around? I like the reference. One thing is certain, we'll have to unravel the mystery of this place. Good, let's pause the game here. Provide 40 lowlander with a Tsampa, that is our first mission. And let's take a look around to see what we have. So there is some Greenland here, there's very little Greenland here. I am thinking one of the goods which we needed a lot in the previous missions was honey. Building one of these honey buildings is not that large, right? So if we can place down a beekeeper or a bunch of beekeepers here, and we put one of these yak posts around here, we will be able to transport honey all over the mountain wherever we need it. Now at this level, it's not the highest level of production, not like up here, but this might be an idea of what we can do with this little space. Either that or some other industry, but we will have to see. It doesn't have a lot of space, so I'm thinking that large buildings don't really work well for us. We have another space here that we can pretty much plan the same sort of production, some basic resource that we can spread all around the mountain and save some space in some of these larger areas. We shall see. Over on this side, we once again have a very large mass of greenland, which once again, I'm thinking that probably going for barley fields here in order to make Zampa is the best thing that we can do. We can even export Zampa to higher levels. If we produce a lot of Zampa at the lower levels, we can send it forward to the upper levels. The only downside I'm thinking for this scenario is that we will need perfumes for Yak Utopias, and those we would have to import. I'm guessing that they're gonna catch a pretty steep price. Then we have a bit of yellow ground here, copper deposits on it, so this might be our first artisan district. Since we do have a river here and we can throw in some fish and we can throw in some bathhouses, I'm guessing that will be great for them. Can we throw in... We don't have the building unlocked just yet. No, we do not. I was thinking whether we could put some fishing huts or anything over on this side. But we shall see later on. We have a lot of these brown land. That is pretty good. I mean, with this area here, it also means that we can make a lot of lift stations. And we could also bring a lot of monks here. And develop that. There's some raw crystals there, okay. What else do we have? Well, a bit more yellow, a bit more green. And that's it. Okay. So we're only focused on that side. There's really not a lot of space to build. And there's nothing else here, right? Yes. Whoever designed these mountain peaks, they've done a great job. The textures and everything, they look great. We have very little yellow fertility or yellow zones. Well, let's start with first things first, right? We're gonna put down a road and we're gonna bring in a few lowlanders. We're gonna feed them with Zampa. First, we'll follow the missions as much as we can. And how do we want to do this? What I am thinking, since there's a lot of square spaces here, we will have to plan out this. I am thinking that if I measure this like so, 1 and 2, and then I leave some space here for this. I believe that this is perfect. And then we can go to the right here and throw in a bunch more, like 1, 2, 3. Which is perfect. Because these connect with this. And over on this side, we can drag a road like so, and they will reach it. Do we have... Okay, there's a snow cap here. And a snow cap here. Overall, at least, this is why it's a good place to start. Because there are not a lot of snow caps, so it's not really going to destroy us in the difficulty level. Good, we're dragging a row like so. And from here, I would like to have a row of houses at least, like so. Then something like this, like that. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. Those will be the houses. Then we'll drag a road like this. Then I will say, I'll continue the road forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then we'll do this. And right now I could place down a market, a food distributor. Then we're going to go for lowlander huts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. That leaves a bit of space for whatever else we might want to throw in there. Let's see, let's bring Zampa here, then we'll supply that. And I guess I will also want to place down a praying shrine. Probably a donation spot early on would also be good. Let's let time fly. For the donation spot we need artisans. So we'll not place it down now because we will lose more money than we are actually getting. I am thinking that for the moment we're gonna build these roads and we're gonna put the praying shrine here. Then what I want to do is that we will make a few more houses. Right, we'll do something like this. And we're starting to miss some of these goods. There we go. And then we will drag the road through here. They do need a praying shrine on this side. We'll place it down like that. Okay, yaks. Let's bring some of those as well. I will leave some space here for more barley production, I'm guessing. Right? I think that would be a good idea. Or egg production. How much would it take us to put? Yeah, it's 3 spaces, it's great. So we can make something like this. This would allow us to put down 2 of those egg farms or chicken farms for the eggs. And we're gonna drag a road like this. Okay, where are we going next? Have 10 lowlanders huts at level 2. We can do that. We're gonna bring in some egg production. Actually, I can't have it here just yet, unless I upgrade the roads. But at this point, is it worth upgrading roads to have 1 upkeep per tile? I don't think that that is the case. We will leave this space open in order to move the egg farms closer in the future. But for now, we're gonna leave them like this. And let's upgrade a few houses. There we go. So far, so good. Alright, nothing unexpected has happened. This looks like an ordinary mountain to me. Nonsense. You're blind to the true meaning of the signs clearly given to us by the spirits. Alright, have it your way, but it doesn't change the fact that we need to develop our town further. We should use the copper deposits, our folks would appreciate some utensils. That doesn't sound terrible, but... What about all this snow? Won't it bury us in a few moments? Relax, we're not at risk of an avalanche just yet. And if we are, we'll just use some foresters to deal with the issue. Okay, once again we're at full cash. And we need to start... I am curious to see how this avalanche goes, because the way it looks, if I was to look at the way it's shaped, I would say that the avalanche should go at most over here and over here. Definitely, like it goes like this and it covers these 2 areas, but it shouldn't go much like this, not to cover that area. At least that would be my impression, but we shall see it in action. We'll drag a road from there all the way here. I'm going to avoid this spot because we might be able to place a building there. Should I bring artisans down here? These people need some utensils as well. But we can send them down via the different card posts. And it's not something that they need at the moment. So how do I make this happen? I want to leave these spaces open definitely. So we'll do a row like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I'm thinking I'll put houses there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think I can fit some houses here perfectly. Right, we'll put down the artisan houses. And next, no connection to the mountain entry point. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Now they need a market. And we will place it down over here. We will make a road around the market because I feel like that is always very useful. And now we need to provide them with utensils and getting a bit more Tampa wouldn't be a bad idea. I guess for now I don't really care. Ooh, an avalanche. Let's see where it is and let's see what effect it has. Okay. This is a third snow cap. No. It's the second one, which we've seen before. It doesn't have like this crazy effect. Of course, when this one increases in power to the third level, it's going to cover this entire area. I am sure of it. That seems logical to me. And now let's see. What did we say that we're gonna do? Oh, yes. Donations. We need some cash. And since we do have some people, at this point we can get our economy up and running properly. This one, 43 upkeep if I get 3 coins per person. And does it say here? It doesn't say, but I think it was 3 per artisan. So that's 12 per house. It is worth to put down a donation spot. Good. What are we going to do next? Well, we need to start making our production chain. We need to get people their utensils. What I am thinking is that I will place this building here. Although we can have it on this side as well. But if I put it here, we'll have to build this row like so. Let's bring in a copper deposit. And I believe, if I am right, that we can export utensils as well, right? Yes. We cannot trade yet, but we will have an opportunity to do so soon. I will place this here so that we can drag a road and connect it over here. I think I like that idea. Leaves a bit of space for maybe a praying shrine, maybe something else. But I am thinking that that is going to work. We are missing a few people, so from the start I want some extra houses here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe even move them for another praying shrine here. Or maybe push them to the side. Yeah, let's do this. So what I will do, we have... Is there a shortcut for this, for the move button? E-binding? No, not yet. And we will have to move these one by one. What I am thinking is that if I leave one row here open, Then we will be able to throw in a garden and one of these praying shrines here that would cover these front houses, because if I put this one here, it's not gonna cover the ones in front, and there's not a whole lot of places where I can play this or put down this praying shrine. Not perfect for what I'm imagining, but it's going to have to be enough. Put down another yak shack here. Actually, we need a few more. I guess I'm going to continue on this side. I feel like I'm a bit more organized now. Let's get the goods going. Beautiful. You won't believe what happened. Last night, the spirit sent a vision to me. I saw myself looking through earth and rock into the nature of the universe itself. Are you sure you didn't just eat too much before bed? Yes, but so what? Never mind. Now it's perfectly clear to me that we have what we have to do. We'll build an academy in the highest region of this mountain. From there, with my brothers and sisters, we'll observe and contemplate the mysterious footprint. Provide 50 monks living on high zones with an access to scholarship. This is the high zone. We haven't seen the avalanche's power. So given that we haven't seen what the avalanche will do here, actually no, I think we have enough money to put down at least some trees to protect us on this side, so that we can start a quarters. What I was thinking is that I would move over here, but then I remembered that I will need an academy as well, and to provide the monks with scholarship. So I'm thinking that building it here, have the center here and have houses all around here is the best way forward. Okay, we can build this like so. Let's just take a look at this. I already like it. I love these views. Somehow, city builders where you can do this are absolutely amazing. Maybe not amazing. Now that I really think about it, and I'm thinking of some games in particular, it's definitely not enough. Okay. I will put things here. We're looking at snow. Then I will build some of these foresters like this. We'll leave it at 3 for now. And we shall see how the snow reacts. Maybe let's put 4. Okay, let's do that. And we shall see how the avalanche reacts, and then we'll figure out what we do forward. However, we're gonna start building it lower. Maybe somewhere here will be the center. And then we'll have houses all around. I believe I like that idea. I'm not gonna drag a road through all of these, mostly because I am thinking it doesn't really matter. Supplying these areas with people, it's not gonna help us. Actually, if I disable it... okay, so the trees are going away as well. That is not gonna help us protect from these snowfalls. Is this the way I want to build it? Is this too far from the center? This would be a row of 4 houses, and that would leave us with another 2, maybe 3 spaces here and there to throw anything else together. Okay, I believe that that is okay then. We will have our market first. like so. And then we'll put a row like that. Then we're gonna bring in our monks. 1, 2, leave a gap there. Or, yeah, no, let's leave a gap there. And we'll do something like this. Good. Is there anything that I want at the moment with this? How many people live in this? 4. And they pay us like 2 gold. That's 8. That's 64 gold per 8 houses. It would still be worth putting down a donation spot right now. So we will do this like so. Good. Now they need access to scholarship. So we'll put down an academy as soon as we have 48 monks. For that, we'll definitely need a few more people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at 48, but I would put down some extra houses as well. Just so we can have a surplus of monks. Then we'll have our very first academy. And we're getting our first level of knowledge. I'm a little worried. Our yaks seem to be anxious, like they are afraid of something. Maybe the ghost of an ancient creature is to blame. I don't believe so. The ancient mind of a yak cannot comprehend the intricacies of supernatural beings. Oh, exactly. They understand more than you can imagine. Look at the poor things, they're shaking. I'm sure they are just too warm. Why not try to trim their fur and use it for producing textile? Ingenious. Provide 100 citizens with textiles. This is something which we haven't done in the previous game, right? Yeah, I don't remember us providing citizens with textiles. Monks would be super happy with them, but they will need food first for 2 points. And we can provide them with cheese. Since we are making textiles, we can make cheese as well. The artisans wouldn't be super excited with textiles. I mean, it's better to throw in some decorations for them and provide them with sampa. And over on this side, these people would like both utensils and textiles, the lowlanders. What don't you have access to? A praying shrine. Okay, well, let's put down a praying shrine here. If I leave it here, oh, it can still reach the 4 houses there. We'll have another praying shrine here, and maybe one somewhere on this side to reach these 2 houses. Overall, we're good. And let's see. Where do I want, or how do I want to make the textiles? If I'm looking at goods and I'm looking at textiles, we would get the most wool at the higher level. And we would make the most milk at a lower level. And we're not gonna worry too much, we just need textiles, and first of all we'll supply our monks. Secondly, we're gonna go down here and send some goods over to these markets. That is going to have to happen later. For now, we're just gonna start a production chain here, and they will need some of these suppliers, right? Yes. I think I can move this tax collector. Let's see. If I was to move him, if I was to put a road down, like so, would you reach everyone? Yes. Then we'll have commodity supplier over here. Maybe actually closer so that he can be closer to the production. We'll go for textiles. Let's see. How far can we build it? This is as far as we can go before we can't reach them anymore. And this is as far as we can go before we can reach here. Good. Commodity suppliers in place. We fulfill the textile need. We need to provide 100 citizens with textiles, so at this moment we need to upgrade some of these houses if we want them. We should also start thinking of how to bring a few more of these artisans. On one side we can provide these people with some food, like honey, and we can give them some decorations. It's either that or build another set of basic houses. And I'll start with basic houses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, if I do it like this. If I do it like this, we're missing a few of these utensils. I will have to put down one of these carts so that we can send our copper here. Then we'll make our tools and then we'll supply them there, and there we go. Now we have enough artisans, we need a few more yaks. Does that leave me space for one more? Yes, good. Let me do that. We are on 0 yaks. We will need more. I'll put down another one of these. Drag a road. That's it. Good. In order to get a few more textiles, is it about consumption? I'm guessing it's not about consumption. But we are on 4 out of 4. I guess it is about consumption as well. How much wool am I getting? Okay, then a cart would be great here as well for the next one. Not now, but for the next one we'll definitely want more. I put you over here. Yes, we can transport goods there. And with cheese, making cheese, let's see, free milk. We need 6 milk in order to produce 6 cheese. We'll accept it. We will need 2 of these. And because we need 2 of these, we don't really need to worry at the moment about any kind of chain, like having another cart. And we'll upgrade. Okay, we're already over. Actually, you know what? Rather than putting down another cheesemaker, needing more shacks, let's bring some honey production here as well. We're not producing the most honey in this area. We're gonna try to make, as I said, we'll pick an area, we'll produce all the honey, and then we'll transport it on the entire mountain. But that is going to have to happen later. We cannot do it right now. Not going to be to our advantage, so we're not gonna worry too much about it. Okay, now all of a sudden we need more honey, but we need less cheese, so that is fine. We can do it like this. We can upgrade these houses. There we go. Have 26 houses, any cast at level 2. We're at 20 out of 26. We can complete this mission here as well. Let's start with these people. Right, bring in a few more lowlanders since we do need them. And with 2 more monks, we're done. Alright, now it's clear to me that in order to solve the mystery we need to think bigger. An academy is not enough, we need a monastery to really get to the bottom of this. Do we even know what they are doing in these monasteries? No idea, they only let folks wear yellow robes inside. Yeah, it figures. Okay, so the next thing is have a monastery operating at a minimum of 50 efficiency. So at this moment, I think we've pretty much covered our basics. We will need to expand our artisan. We will definitely need a more efficient way to get yaks. For that, we will need to get the compact yak breeder. I really feel like this is worth investing in as soon as possible. So we need only one extra level of research in order to do that. What else? We have enough monks to supply one of these monasteries. We just need to go for the supply chain of getting the painted cedar. That is the only thing which we truly have to worry about in our production chain. Rock crystals we can get from here. Herbalist is easily obtained. Cedar growth, I guess, is not that bad. I think I was a bit more panicking in the previous trial, in the previous map, being the first time and as I was trying to get used to the different production chains. But I think we're okay. I'm even thinking of going to the left here and starting a new district for monks. And maybe some artisans as well. But this is going to have to be it for today. We'll return tomorrow and continue building this wonderful mountain. Once again, I am feeling very excited for what I might be able to do here, and I hope that you do too. If you did like it, do consider leaving a like. It would be much appreciated and it helps me, helps the channel grow. And until next time, until tomorrow, I wish you all to have a wonderful day.